And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. And there is the wonderful pad right there with a couple of substructures for things and stuff. But that represents roughly like 50,000 concrete. Roughly. Maybe 60,000. Yeah, it's a lot. And I've got even more over here. And this area here, I've got ready and prepped for some Caterium. This is the Caterium node here, and we need vast amounts of quick wire. So we are going to need a total of, for this entire build, we're going to need a total of roughly 13,625 quick wire per minute. Now, obviously we can't move that along very well, but yeah, we're going to be able to make a lot of Caterium over here because I have got many floors. If we come out here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors. I don't know why that's sticking out, but 6 floors because we have 6 outputs from that miner, and each output can be a floor of smelters. Now, the way that I calculated this, if we look at this thing here, this is actually 112.5 Caterium per minute. Now, if we try to calculate 112.5 into 2000, we get a really wonky number. But it's rough, 16 would be an even amount at 125 a minute. But I don't want to overclock every single machine in this setup. That would be tedious and just not just use a lot of shards for really no reason. So if I just wanted to overclock the last 2, so we take 2000 divided by, let's see, we take 112.5 times, no, clear, 112.5 times, what? I am just not able to type today. 112.5 times 14. That's 1575. So 2000 minus 1575. Why is this thing behaving so badly? 2000 minus 1575. That's 425. Divide that by 2. Why is that airing out every time? 425 divided by 2. 212.5. So if I overclock the last 2 to be 212.5, which should be very doable, then I won't have to overclock every single machine. So obviously we have these going up. I've got power. I've got lots of hypertubes. So if I need to go like up to the next level, I can do that. If I need to go down, I can do that. If I need to go up to the top, that spits me up to the top. So I'm trying to be organized. I'm trying to, set this thing up so it's a factory style thing, So 37.5 roughly or 2,000 a minute coming in here is going to be roughly 666 Caterium a minute from each floor. So what I want to do, let's first set this up. Let's get a splitter right in front of that, like so. That should already be there. So I need 8 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I know there are better Caterium recipes out there, but we're going to be able to manage with all of this. I think quick wire, like, yeah, see, we're gonna need 2,725. So if we take 666 times 6. See, why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. What does this one do? I don't know. 666 times 6. 3996, and we need 2,725. So this setup is enough to maintain that amount. All right, Caterium. I like to set these up before I get too much in here. So I was going to show one floor of this. Okay, let's do... Okay, so that is going to be 2,000 a minute coming in. And the beauty and the wonderfulness of this Mark++ mod now, he added daisy chaining to the machine. So watch this. All the way down the line. Just like that, it's powered. And I've got a power there to come over here. And I can grab this, come over here. Okay, so now the last two are going to need to be overclocked a little bit. So 112.5, we can get away with doing Mark II belts. These first few here, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. So these other ones are going to need to be slightly overclocked. So let's put one of these in each one of these. I'm not sure how 15 a minute is going to translate. This number isn't updated for some reason in these better machines, and I'm not sure why. Merger. The only unfortunate thing about this factory setup is going to be the fact that every splitter and every merger has its own inventory and own process that it goes through to simulate. So there's going to be a lot of mergers and a lot of splitters. Let's just put it that way. Many, many hundreds. Okay, so these two, remember, this is going to be just one single floor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have them come right in, and we're going to have a merger basically right out here. So both this line and this line are going to come in here, and we are going to put them all into a packing machine. Like so. So this, as you can see, we are going to pack Caterium ingots. Wait, what? Packing machine. Why am I set to smelt these? That's not right. Unpack. Pack of Caterium. There we go. So I've talked to the developer of this mod as well, and he's going to work on getting these numbers so when it's fully overclocked, like all 250%, it'll be exactly 2,000 a minute, which will be wonderful. So we are going to do a Mark V belt. There. And there. So that will pack up the Caterium ingots and allow me to move way more ingots on a belt, on a single belt, than I would normally. Now, we could have these go right out and be made into Caterium or quick wire, and then we could pack the quick wire up after the fact. We can do that factory like right over here, but the number of quick wire crafters we are going to need is roughly 46 of the top tier quick wire crafters. That's a big setup. So I'm gonna sort of hold off on that for now, but it would allow us to move packs of materials on a bus, or move them around, and not have to worry about subcrafting a whole lot of things. Oh, don't fly over the edge. That would be bad. I could get rid of this splitter or this merger. That would help. This is a part of the game I really wish we could just slap down a blueprint, because wouldn't that be nice to be able to just take this setup once it's complete, blueprint it, and then just use that. That would be so handy. But logistically speaking, programmatically speaking, that's a lot of work. I can't imagine they'll do any sort of system like that. Alright, so I've got all those. I might need to upgrade these last two to something. And the reason I'm using top tier belt here is just making sure the system is as fast as possible. Oh, there was one more. Alright, so this is now a complete build for 2,000 a minute production. Or consumption, I should say. And as far as that goes, we're gonna want one down there as well. So let's put a splitter right in front of this door. Make sure the smelter fits on either side. Because I need to put the belt directional here in order to get that direction, and then I can do a lift like this. Now this bottom one goes down there, and this top one goes in there. So the rest of the floors are obviously going to be from these side ones. Not sure how I'm going to manage that. I might have to, let's see, how am I going to do this? Let's solve this little problem here. Temporary builds. Okay, so here, if I go let's first put a splitter in. Then a Mark 6 belt. This will give me the direction that I need to be. Now, if I go out all the way here, take this away, and then this one can go away. On second thought. Let's have this one come out about halfway. Let's go up. And then splitter. Belt. And then a belt all the way to the end this time. Now I have two endpoints that I can use. I hate how that thing, those tubes turn your light off. Okay. So, Mark 6. Down like that. Down like that. Then conveyor belt is too steep. Wow, that's really touchy. Now this probably is going to be the same issue. Okay, so one thing we could do is just do this, have that go over, take this, redo it. Swoop that over there. Alright, those two are now connected. So the ones way up there, we're going to have to point this way. So let's have you... You know, I should have done the top one first. That would have been smarter. Like that. Alright, let's go to the top. Yeah, before I put these walls here, this one spit me all the way to that area over there. I bounced off of that rock wall over there. It was pretty crazy. So another splitter right there. Okay, so this one, we're going to have this going in there. This coming... What am I out of? Iron rods? That's not cool. I do love this exosuit mod. It is so awesome. Okay, what else might I be short on? Probably motors and Alclad. As you can see, I brought a bunch of stuff here. Little mini mall. Motors, a couple of these, a couple Alclads. Good to go. Yeah, with the sprint and jetpack, you can travel a long ways just doing what I did there. All right, let's go up. Let's try this again. No, I middle click that. There you go. So we're gonna go midway, and this one is gonna go all the way to the end. Well, let's go midway here. Okay, and then we're gonna need to go one down. Splitter. Belt. Midway again. And then we're going to go just to the edge on this one. No. This game loves to select things that I'm not pointing to. There. I think that is basically what I'm going after. I'm going to take that away. Okay. And I don't need that. So let's go down to the bottom. I can just fall down there. Alright. Those are so high up. That's the furthest I can get down right there. Alright. That is actually perfect. Because what I can do, this one can go right up into there. And this one can line itself up pretty evenly. Go right in like that. Alright, there is all 6 2,000 a minute lines run. Oh, man, I didn't mean to go into there. Lord, that was jarring. So, the massive amount of smelters I'm going to need. These are 50 wire a piece. 10, 5, and then 2. So I'm going to go main floor. And then down one more. This is the bottom floor here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seeing just how many of these I can build on camera. Probably can do one more floor. And then once we start running the Caterium, I can figure out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can figure out how much to overclock each end one and just apply that, you know, on all floors. Yay. So I have 2 floors left worth of, or is it 3? I have 3 floors left. 3 floors left of smelters. And tons and tons and tons of just splitters and mergers, packing machines, all of the things. And I can go ahead and do that in between episodes. We don't have to run through it. I wanted to show how these are all daisy chained together as far as power goes. I need to set the recipes. All of that is busy work. And yeah, I can do that in between episodes, and I'm going to need to massively restock how much stuff I've got. And think about maybe doing the quick wire over here. Because having, what did I say? Yeah, 46 crafters. 46 crafters to make those. If I did the assembler, the alt recipe, I would need a little over 30 assemblers. But then I would also need to bring in copper. Which would, I mean, it would be almost 6,000 copper a minute. Just if I were to use the assembler version of the quick wire. So I'm opting not to do that, just because I've got enough Caterium to do it. I don't need to do any more. And really the only setup, before we go here, I wanted to mention, these are all the machines, all these like bluish machines here. This is a Mark 1, but all these bluish ones, these are all Mark 4s. And I discovered that, yeah, I'm not going to be able to use the top tier refineries for specifically the aluminum setup. The aluminum setup is, it's just, there's no way, like this one here, the aluminum solution, there's no way to put it in 500 water a minute. There's no way. 300 a minute is the limit. And even so, 400 fluid a minute production, again, we're limited by 300 a minute. So this is not going to be usable. I'm going to have to use the same setup I used in my original aluminum setup, and that is one Mark III and one Mark I making this. And that can go into, I believe, a Mark, let's see, what was this? Aluminum scrap. Yeah, 240. So one Mark III and one Mark I making alumina is exactly 240 a minute. So another Mark I would make 360 aluminum scrap a minute. Now we're going to need a unholy amount of aluminum. It's going to be a lot. But that's getting way ahead of ourselves, and I really don't want to do that. One little piece at a time. There's my little system over there for that. So I'm gonna need a lot of material for those other machines. I'm sure I'm gonna be running back and forth quite a bit. But with a quick wire, we would be able to package quick wire up. If I go down here to the packing machine, quick wire. If it's in here, there it is, pack of quick wire. So massively overclocked, this can do just under 2,000 a minute. It's like 1998 something. So yeah, we would be able to package all of the quick wire up pretty easily in having packs of it. The unpacker would be able to unpack a ton at a time. So I'm glad I added this packing machine mod. It's going to make just the sheer number of belts that we're going to need much less for that. But the raw machines for smelting and stuff, it's still going to be pretty crazy. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.